we'll see. Wait and see. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. I tell you, Izzy, it was still such a dream. Oh, it was horrible. Never, ever want that to come to fruition. Oh, it's so. It says someone's here. Hello. 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 Howdy. How's it hanging? All that stuff. I'm late. It has been a day and a half, I tell you. What a day. We'll wait and see if anyone else comes in before I start over talking about things. I had to run around like a chicken with my head cut off trying to get ready because I made the mistake of laying down and taking a nap, and then I had a horrible nightmare that actually caused me to wake up thinking there was someone standing in my hall. It was a picture. It was just an artwork. I wasn't seeing it with my glasses on, so I was just like, oh my God, go away, go away. All right, we'll try it with the hair down. See how that is. And then everybody in the world wanted my attention for that last half hour. I'm trying to get myself ready. So my cats wanted attention. The outside cats wanted attention. So I had to go feed them. And then the one that I was hoping to feed for sure, the mama kitty, who just had her kittens last week, she disappeared right as I came back in. So she must have heard me when I said, you should go back to your kitties. Because she was trying to come in. It's just like, alrighty. Alright. So, I don't know how many people are going to be here today. To be really honest, since I missed yesterday's. I don't think that many people saw my community post and what have you. And I'm just by myself again. Okie dokie. Well, like I said, let's see if anyone else. Oops, that's really bright now. Whoa, that's really. I guess that'll work okay. Hello, whoever just came in. Just let me know that you are hearing me and what have you. Stars, my hair. Look at my hair. No, don't look at my hair. Maybe look at my hair? I don't know. What do you want to look at? Ignore this over here because things kind of failed the last few days. So whoever came in to join me, can you say hi or wave or anything to let me know you can hear me? I worry so much if people can hear me or not. I figure while I'm waiting to get acknowledgement, I'll stitch a little bit. Hi. All right, no problem. Is it Katrina? It's Katrina, right? Hi. Oh, well, welcome. Is it CNW? Okay, cool. Hello, hello, hello. I'm glad you both are here, listening, watching, however you want to put it. Hi, Mark and Mandy. I'm so sorry I started to put your name as a TV show. I'm very glad that everyone is here. I'm sorry I was a little late today. I'm sorry I had to miss yesterday's. It was not a good day. today started to become not a good day. I took a nap, okay, because I didn't have a lot of energy. I took a nap and I had a nightmare. And I woke up from the nightmare and I swear there was someone standing in my hall. I'm going to turn this light up now because that's a little too bright. And I was just like, oh my God, what are you doing here? Get out, go away. And it was just simply a picture. I didn't have my glasses on, so it's just like, weird. So, hello, hello, hello. I'm so glad to see everyone. CNW or CNY. I don't know why I said that was a W. I just learned to read yesterday, I guess. That's my story, and we'll stick with it. Oh, I really am sorry about yesterday. I had every intention of coming on, and then I woke up and I was just like, oh no, this is not going to work. I am not going to be able to do this one, so yeah. Anyhows, in whose nannies? I am here. You're here. It's a small crowd today, which is okay. You know, I'm just coming back into trying to get back in the swing of doing lives and videos. It's been hard lately. I admit it. Please excuse this mess over here. I didn't realize until I sat down and turned on the camera that it was a mess because we had a new kitten in the house and she was climbing, and I didn't realize she had climbed over here and made things loose until it fell. And then I thought I fixed it. Obviously I didn't. It was a mama kitty. She's under 6 months old, and she just had her babies on Thursday or Friday, somewhere in there, because she had been in the house and then she had gone back outside and disappeared for like 24 hours. Couldn't find her. We were very concerned. My neighbor and I, we take care of the strays in our neighborhood, and neither one of us had seen her. And I was just like, oh my gosh, I knew I shouldn't have let her out. And then she came back and she was very much unpregnant. So hopefully she's taking care of her babies. Being so young is concerning on whether she understands how to, take care of the cats or not. I just realized I could never say the show or my lives or videos have nothing to do with yarn. I know this is so random, but when you look at where I'm sitting, it's so obviously about yarn because I have yarn everywhere. So, hi, Naomi. Duh. So, anyways, how is everyone? If we got a bunch of lurkers, that's cool. I'm totally cool with lurking. I will warn you though, I apparently am in a chatty mood today, even though I don't feel well, because I left a message for someone, and it wasn't until after I'd left 3 of them that I realized I left her almost 30 minutes of messages. I felt really bad. I hope she listens to them because they all have things that were important that we were talking about, but it's still like, wow, really? 30 minutes, Naomi? Really? Really? Yes. Anyhow, I do have stuff today to show you. What? Yes, I do. And stuff to talk about. And don't forget to hit the like button, please. I guarantee I'm always weird, kind of flighty. I'm not as flighty as I was when I first woke up from my nap. That was quite an wow. I actually was sitting there on my bed going, "Who are you? Who are you? What do you want? Get out of here! Get out of here!" And then it's just like, well, why don't you put on your glasses and see the fact that nobody's that tall? Ugh. Have you ever had that happen? It could just be me, and that's okay if it is. But have you ever found that if you take a nap and you dream, your dreams are worse than they've ever been while you were regular sleeping? Maybe it's just me. If it is, that's okay. Sorry, my arm's still. I have the window open and I'm a little, yeah, right? I do that. It's like, it's there and hi, Winnie. Are you going to come in the world? Yes. I'm not going crazy. I'm talking to people. Do you want to come up here and say hello? Are you going to come up and say hello? All right, apparently she's just going to stand behind me. I'm sorry there's so much in the way my cat last night. I don't know who she thought she saw, but she hit my computer just so. I thought I fixed it. Apparently I didn't. It's still like it off skew. But, what can I say? But yeah, I sleep with my fan on, so I'm always like swearing I hear people when I don't. And then it's when the counselor goes, "Are you hearing voices?" I'm like, well, yes and no. I don't think they're really voices. I think I'm thinking I'm hearing things because I had a fan on. What, Winnie? I'm not being crazy. I'm just talking. Come on up here. People do like to see you. Come here. Miss Chatterbox. And then this morning, Miss Chatterbox here decides that she has a whole slew of stuff to tell me. Hi, Winnie. So at 6 o'clock in the morning, she's woke me up to feed her. I go to feed her. Then she doesn't want to eat at that moment. She just wants to tell me all this stuff. I've just fed her, but she's not eating. It's like, why? And she's just like, I got so much to tell you. I got to tell you all this. So for like 10 minutes, she just chatted away. And I was just like, okay, cool. Glad to know I'm not the only chatter in the house. Excuse me for one moment. Oh, anyhow. Hi, Brandon. It's nice to see you. We're just in here listening to me being weird. So, pretty much same thing as always. Yeah. Hi, Iz. So, I'm really sorry again for everyone just coming in about yesterday. I really was not up to it. I almost thought I was going to have to cancel today, but I was like, no, just lay down, see how you feel. I got enough energy to do live, so I'm here with you. And I have stuff to show today, so woohoo. Okay, I won't do that again. That kind of hurt. Oh. And I never have to worry about saying what my channel's about because you can see the yarn everywhere, so it's okay. We just landed in Tokyo and are on our way home waiting for our next flight now. Ooh, now see, Brandon, I don't know why, but I didn't realize you lived in brain fart, Japan. Oh my God. I'm so sorry. My brain went Tokyo. Tokyo's over here. It's like, no, Tokyo's in Japan. I just ignore me. Seriously. Oh, you live in the US. Okay. 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 Now I got you. I was reversed everything there. But still, let's talk about Japan. That's gorgeous. Some of the countrysides there. Ooh, I don't think I could ever do like Tokyo itself. It's fun to watch other people do it. Oh, wow. Oh, that must have been cool. A month there? Wow. That's pretty cool. Were you visiting family? I had friends who were from uh, Vietnam when I was a little kid. Well, not a little kid, but high schooler. Feels like a little kid. So far away. Or so long ago. I don't know why it's so far away. I don't know. I don't know. It's raining here, which I love because it means there's not as many people outside. But it's just a drizzle. But I've always wanted to go, but Tokyo just seems like I couldn't handle it. Oh, is he? Well, that's cool. Oh, gotcha, gotcha. Okay. A month. That's pretty awesome, though. So, like, my thing is, I guess when you talk about going to what would be a foreign country if you're used to US, do you still have to like worry about drinking the water and the food and stuff like that? Because I know Vietnamese food can be spicy. Not as bad as the Korean, what is that dish that they bury? Kimchi? That's spicy. I've just always been curious if that's true everywhere. I don't travel, as you can see. I live through other people. I don't travel. I'm too paranoid of having to get in a foreign country and finding out that, yes, it's actually true about the water and the different food. And the whole point of going is trying new foods and stuff. So it's kind of like, well, I just sucks all over the place. But I do have stuff to show you guys today. Even though I haven't been around, I have been doing stuff. So I do have stuff to show. Oh, okay. So it is what they're. Isn't that weird? Wouldn't you? Well, no. I was going to say, wouldn't you think it'd be the same? But then it's not because everybody treats their water different. So, still, it'd be just amazing to go traveling some of these places, especially places that have a civilization much older than us in the U.S. Just to explore places like that would be pretty amazing. I'm too much of a coward. No, I'm not really a coward. I'm not good at traveling. You used to always say, "Oh, I'm going to go travel when I get older," and no, turns out no. I'm a homebody. I like my home and my body in my home. What you doing, Winnie? Winnie, hello. And I know I haven't dropped any new videos lately, and I do apologize for that. I've had intentions of making them, but between me being sick and we were trying to get a feral kitty who was pregnant inside so she could, I know, I'm really sorry, Brandon. I've been bad. I've been really sick and very depressed. And the depression caused another issue. I won't say what it is, but it starts with an S. I didn't do anything though. It was there. So yeah, it's not been, well, that is what, I was wondering what that was. But more than anything, I've just been really, really sick. I'm still struggling to get my protein in. So, hi, Jonathan. Nice to see you. Glad you stopped in. I'm hoping so. Right now, I'm not looking forward to the fact that I'm going to have to ask my brother for a loan because I'm not going to have enough to cover our rent. I am almost $2,100 in the hole. Never, ever, ever been that far in the hole before. This is a new experience for me. Never want to go that far in the hole either, ever again. Winnie. Sorry, my cat keeps going over to the window. I keep thinking she's seeing something, but I think she's just watching the rain. But yeah, so while I've been gone, I have been doing things. I've got, I have 4 things that I've been working on. 2 are, I started to say 2 are completely finished. Only they're not, because one when I seamed it together, I seamed it weird and I have to rip it out. And the other one I haven't finished sewing in the ends. And then the 2 things that I said I was going to work on, blankets, I never touched because I just got sidetracked doing other things. And then I still have to make Thris's grandbaby blanket. And then hopefully Thris is not here. I don't know if she is. Well, even if she is, I'm going to surprise Thris with her own blanket so that she will have a blanket that matches her grand nuggets blanket, but different. If that makes any sense. Probably not. But if you saw what I did for Christmas last year, you would know what I mean. They'll be similar, like color-wise, but they won't be the same design. So that's my goal right now. But Shall I show you what I've been doing? Well, I try to be sweet. I try to be nice to everyone. I try. I probably don't always succeed, but I try. You know, that's half the battle. So it's spooky season. Woohoo! Me, it's always spooky season. Hi, it's raining yarn. Nice to have you stop on in. Um, Nagra was saying, I don't know. I have a thought in my brain. It left me, obviously. Oh, I was going to bring in my Frankenstein that I made that's needle felted. And I was going to rearrange this a little, and then I didn't get to it yesterday. Mainly because I had that thought at like 3 o'clock in the morning. As I'm drifting off to sleep, I was like, oh, I should totally bring in my Frankenstein, because that's what I need to do right before live is rearrange my look. Now, if you will excuse me for 1 second. Oh dear. I shrunk. It's my chair. I'll fix it in a second. You silly chair. Oh, come on. My chair likes to, every once in a while, decide to shrink. And generally, it never does it on a live. But I guess today it decided to do it on a live. Oh gosh, that's so embarrassing. But look, I'm tall again. Oh. So, yeah. What have I been working on? So, if you were here probably like 2 lives ago, which it's been a while, because I really have been. Oh, I've been really bad about it. I'm really sorry about not being around lately. It's just how things have been. But the two things that I kind of sort of finished, but I have to finish them fully, is 2 cowls. This one I'm calling Sapphire Sun. It's just a simple moth stitch, but I seamed it weird, and I didn't realize I seamed it weird, and so then I have like half of it's in and half of it's not, so I have to take it completely apart and resew it back together. But it's just a simple cowl. I needed to do Sapphire for September for Judy's and Judy's Creations and Crochet. I think I'm shrinking again. I am. How embarrassing. I don't know why it's doing this today. Excuse me again. Oh, chair, why? Why are you picking on me? You silly chair. Lord. Now look. We don't need to do that again. I just can't stay. Okay, Moon Rose Craft. Oh, I bet. Silk and silk cotton and linen. Man, I bet that's going to be so soft. So this one is, like I said, I have to rip apart again. Only on the side, or the seam. Side. On the seam, where I did my seam weird. But it's just a cowl. Just a simple cowl. And then the other one I did that I have to finish weaving in the ends on is another cowl. And this one I'm calling, what did I call this one? Midnight Sapphire Sea. Oh. Oh, really? All right, Moonrose. Thanks for coming in, hon. We appreciate it. What the heck did I do here? Oh, that's weird. Oh, I don't know how I did that, but apparently I crocheted part of it in. Anyways, this is the Midnight Sapphire Sea cowl. No, I'm hoping you guys can see it. Okay. If I turn this on, I feel like it's too bright. Let me see. It's so dark that it may not make. Oh, if I hold it way back here, you can see. So it's 2 yarns together. It's, I think it's just considered a half crochet, half cross crochet stitch, I think is what it is called. I don't know. Don't quote me. Whatever you do, never quote me, because I never know. I have bought yarn from AliExpress and from Zimu, and theirs is Korean and Chinese yarn, and it's been really inexpensive. I haven't obviously bought from the country because I have not gone to the countries. That's a novel answers. I'm sorry. I'm trying to reach my. Just realized my phone is dying. Kind of need my phone. Brandon, I'd love to see what you make once you get it done, and tell me what your thoughts are. Okay. Sorry. I feel like I'm all over the place now. Hi, Jill. It's nice to see you. I'm so sorry I haven't been around for the last couple of weeks. I meant to, I just haven't, and I'm really sorry. That's Jill, everyone. She does this really awesome Friday night Stitches and Crime, and she talks about current trials, and then as well as books for true crime. It's quite cool. I love it. So if you haven't seen it before or haven't joined her, go over there. It's awesome. Okay, hun. I need another nap. Oh. So yeah, so that's the two things that I semi-finished that I have to fix. The other one that I did is the one that you may have seen if you were in the live a couple weeks. Well, it's more than that. It'd be like a month ago now. I was working on a oh, you're so sweet, Jill. Thank you. I hope to be there Friday if you're there. I noticed that you were traveling with your hubby. So we'll have to see if we see each other or not. You never know. So I was working on the stitch sampler thing for Judy's Creations in crochet, which I did not get done in time because I had this whole thought in my brain of what I wanted to do, and I was doing great on it. Okay, awesome. Awesome. And I got it one panel done, and then it was just like, oh, wait, what am I going to do on the other side now? Because then I wasn't sure how I wanted to make it. Because originally I was just going to make it a wrap. And then I was like, no, let's make it like a poncho thing. And then it's like, no, not the poncho thing. The one that's kind of, you tie, I don't know. Anyhow, I had to put it aside so I can work on these two things. So it's not weaved, it has no ends weaved in. Whoopsie. Uh-oh. Oh, I forgot to have yarn attached to it. Ugh. It's okay. I got it. Okay. Thanks for stopping in, Russ. Appreciate it. So I'm thinking, I can't think what it's called, but it's closed in the back, and I think the sides are open, and then you can tie it with like a belt or something. It starts with an R. I can't think of the name of it, but I was working on it. I got the panels done. It has nothing woven in at all, but this is what it looks like right now. So all the creams are all the herringbone. Then this one, I think this one is the Suzette. Then these open spaces are the Tridad triangle, I think. Herringbone, that's the spike sedge. More of the Tridad. And I think I went back to Suzette on that one. But it's a big piece so far. This is just one side. When I put it on, it goes down quite a way, so it'll be nice even with the seam in the back. It'll still give me a nice movable piece that I can use while I'm crocheting because I get cold. Because I'm a cold person anymore. But that's that so far. So hopefully you guys liked it. It's not like super exciting, I know. Just things I'm working on that I'm not that far done on. Oopsie. Oh, I started to pull that all apart. Oh, that would have been so upsetting. It's like my worst nightmare, picking up something and having that string attached to something else still. You don't notice. You always used to do that as a joke in comedy shows, but it's actually a nightmare now that I do the crocheting. It's like, oh my gosh, I would hate that to happen. There. Okay. Now, the thing that I'm working on for celebrating fall, as it were, pull my thing out real quick. The pattern is Love of My Life from Bag O' Day. But I'm doing it in, let's get one that's not attached. So I'm doing it in my Universal Halloween sock wool. I got this like 2 years ago. And it's gorgeous colors right there. I love it. I think it's very pretty. So if you're ready, I'll show it to you. I've been working on this one for like 3 days now, 4 days. That's what it looks like so far. I think it's awesome. I'm very excited to get it done. It's been a lot of fun to work with because it's a really easy pattern to remember. Don't they? I mean, I love this. Winnie, you're not even in here. I don't even know why you're giving an opinion when you're not in here to see it. Oh, no problem. I'm used to talking to myself. Yeah, I think it's worked up really cool. When I look at this, it makes me think of Hocus Pocus and the song, I Put a Spell on You. So I started with up here, the very beginning, I started with a 4.5. Then I went down to a 5, and now I'm at a 5.5 millimeter. Just because I wanted, as I got farther down, looser stitches so that it felt more like the fingers of a spell working. Ow, hi, thanks. All that just to walk over me to walk back down. Seriously, did you see that? It was like a hidden cat. So yeah, this one is beautiful. I love it. It's worked up really well. This is like 2 years old, so this was an old yarn in my stash that I just was like, you know what? I want to do something for fall and Halloween, and that one is perfect. I keep looking at it. Let's use it. And that's what I decided on. And what I was thinking that I'm going to do, well, no, I know I am going to do this. So she will have a new bird picture at the end of the month for October. And what I've decided I'm going to do is, no matter what the color is, I'm making Lurch or Gomez pumpkins from Cottontail and Whiskers patterns, because I love her pattern. She does some awesome amigurumi, and so I want to do that so I can have one to put in here. I'm hoping it'll be a really cool color. I'm hoping it'll be a color I have. So far, I've not had a color, or so far we haven't had a bird that didn't have a color that I didn't have. I think I said that right. I'm not sure. Sometimes I kind of worry that I say things incorrectly on a regular basis. So yeah, that's all I've been working on. I felt like it was a lot more, but then it's really not. When I look at everything, it's only 4 things. So Now I feel like I haven't been doing much of anything, but I'm a very slow crocheter, and there have been more than a few times in this last few weeks that I have only been able to crochet maybe 3 hours in a day because I've been so sick. So it sucks. Where goes my neighbors? But yeah, I mean, I've I feel like I got a good amount of stuff done. Maybe it's just in my head. It seems I have some plans of things I'm going to be doing in here, and I was trying to think of something fun that I could do on the channel with you guys that we could do that'd be, more interactive type thing. Um, and I was debating it because I didn't want to do like a cow, because everybody's doing cow. Well, I mean, I guess I could do a cow, but I was thinking it might be kind of fun to randomly do a color that we just, we draw a color name, and that's the color we have to work with for that month, and everybody has to do something in that color. Or the other thing would be I could like put numbers on all the drawers and have you guys pick a number a month, and I have to pick something out of there to work with. I can't, it has to be something out of there. That one I don't like as much because then I feel like I'm not going to come up with some ideas, but I kind of thought the random picking of a color might be fun. Trying to think of ways to do things that nobody else is doing it, because I know that Thriss was talking about she's going to do a stitched blanket cow, which I'm going to join, obviously. And then she had also talked about doing a monthly cow thing, and I don't want to like step on her toes either. And I do Judy's monthly, but hers is generally a picture. And so I'm not sure. I don't know. I'll put it out to you guys. You guys can kind of tell me what you think. I don't want to. I kind of thought about I could say, okay, we have to do something in this kind of fiber, but then not everybody can use every fiber. Like some people are very seriously allergic to cotton, or not cotton, wool. So, I don't know. What y'all think? Does that sound fun? Does that sound interesting? Or does it sound like everybody else? And it's okay to tell me it's like everybody else. I promise I won't be mad. I'll just think of something else to do. I'm just trying to help me make my channel interesting for you guys, but something that's still me. Because the biggest problem I have right now is with what's been going on with me physically. It really drains me out. I don't know if you can tell. Doing lives and videos can be really, really exhausting at times on me. And so I'm trying to think of things that would be interesting and fun to do with you guys. Um, I'd also thought about doing, well, no, because Sam does that. I was going to say, pick a book and we can pick one thing out of the book every month to do. Like she's doing the, what are those little guys? They look like little mushrooms. Can't think of what they're called. I had the book and I gave it to my daughter for Christmas last year. Now I can't think of what it is. I still have to buy the book too. But the same lady wrote, hey Denise, I'm still here. Just chatting. Just trying to think of things to. So I'm trying to think of something that, aw, something that I can do with you guys that would make for a fun way to do something together. And I had kind of thought about doing where every month we draw a random color and everyone has to make something in that color. I thought that might be kind of fun. Or pulling out a book. But the problem with pulling out a book is not everybody has the same books. So, I don't know. What y'all thinking? I mean, there's a lot of different things we could do. I just want to think of something that would be fun. Yeah, I do too. I like that idea too because I could put it in a hat or a bowl or something and pull out the color and then say, hey, this is the color we have to work on this month and you can't do any other color. Well, obviously you can, but for our thingy, I don't know. I'm being very weird right now. I just don't want to step on other people's toes. Yeah, yeah, exactly. Hi, Tammy. How are you? I'm okay. Feel a little drained right now, but I'm okay. I want to do things um, that aren't the exact same as what everybody else is doing, but something that we can do together that might be fun and make everyone, want to join in and have a little fun. I know there's so many channels out there, and we're all trying to find ways to keep everyone's attention. See, that's why I love Jill. She is so awesome. Well, I want to do what I want to do, but I do like the color idea. And I like the idea of it being random. And I promise it won't all say black. I would put in colors that aren't just colors I would want to work with. Although, you got to admit, that's pretty colorful. You know, I want to get this done before Halloween so I can go to the store and just mindlessly be singing I put a spell on you and just see how many people would stop and stare at me. I may not like the amount of people that stop and stare at me, but still, I think that would be funny. Jill is awesome. I feel really bad that I had to cancel all my YouTube memberships for October. It really bums me out. I just financially, I can't afford it. So my apologies to everyone who I have a membership with that I had to cancel. I will get back my memberships as soon as I am able to. Oh, thank you, Jim. Because you know I love you. I wouldn't do it if it wasn't necessary. That's why I don't think that if I did say the drawer thing that it would. I mean, when I sat down and did up the memberships, my memberships for YouTube almost match what I pay for my entertainment. And that was just like, wow, that's a lot. But I support people. That's how I support people, is by getting a membership with their channel. That and trying to get to the lives and everything. Oh, that sucks. Oh, I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, I had just seen her video this morning. I'm really sorry to hear that, Jill. Mine is I'm not getting the protein in my body that I should be getting. I'm getting less protein per day than a um, biometric patient would be getting, which means I'm getting less than 40 grams of protein a day. It sucks because that's how I support other channels, and I've tried to say, hey, I will be back. I just right now I don't have a choice. I really don't. There's no ifs, ands, or buts about it. $2,000 in the hole is a lot of money to have to come up with by the end of the month. Yeah. So, well, when I get them back, I have a very select few I will be keeping. How much? What? How much am I in the hole, or how much am I not eating or getting protein wise? Well, here's my problem. So I have a nut mix. Well, it's not the subscriptions, although I did kind of clean mine up not that long ago, like 4 or 5 months ago. I cleaned it up. There's a lot of chance I never even did. Oh yeah, over $2,000. I can't eat almond flour. It makes me really, really sick. Which is funny because I can eat almonds, but I can't eat the almond flour. I don't know if it's the processing. It just, ugh, I can't do it. I can eat coconut flour just fine, but I can't eat the almond flour. Um, so my problem is that I'm still having the choking, and there are times that it feels like my throat is closing up to where I choke on water, even, which is very scary to suddenly be taking a drink and you can't even get water down your throat. And it's not just the sensation of it. It's actually, I can't physically my throat is closing on me. So I can't eat a lot of the things that normally I would eat. Like yesterday, yeah. So yesterday I made us pork verta soup, which was really good. It was only 20 ounces per person. And then I had 2 bowls of cereal. Yeah. So I am going to go see my doctor next month, and we'll have to see what she says. And then I get a turnarounds here in November too for another issue. So, and then because I don't have sugar very often, um, because I'm diabetic, so I have to watch anyways. But I have to eat popsicles a lot. And the popsicles are, well, they have sugar in it because I can't have the sugar free. The sugar free triggers the other issue that I have. And so when I am getting the protein in, it's shooting right through my body. So my body is very tired. It's very weak. It's, I don't have a lot of strength. Some days I can eat fine with no issue whatsoever. And then there's other days that I feel like I'm choking, or it's, it's running through my system too fast and it's not staying in me. So, yeah. I mean, on the plus side, I've lost weight. That's the plus side of everything. But, for the non-plus side, the weight that I'm losing, I'm not I'm not losing the fat. I'm starting to lose my muscle. So I'm just a mess. So when I suddenly cancel like the day of, that's usually why I've had a rough night and I'm too tired to even get up. I mean, last week there was days that I honestly slept until like 3, and then I'd have to lay back down and sleep until 6, and I'd want to go back to bed again. Oh, okay, never mind. Thought it was something else. I don't know if it's IBS or Crohn's. I have I have mixed connective tissue disease, which does cause other issues in my body. Like I have a small jaw. I know it's hard to believe, but I do. I have a very small mouth. When I was 6, was I 6? No, I must have been about 8 or 9. They had to remove 6 teeth total, just so that my adult teeth had room. Yeah. So, and I'm lactose intolerant, so the protein shakes I can't have very often because they're milk based, and that makes me sick. And the ones that aren't milk based are too expensive. So it's this whole vicious circle. And my daughter was like, "You're going to end up in the hospital for 2 to 3 weeks on a liquid diet, and who's going to take care of dad and the cats?" And it's just like, jeez, I can't have that. So it sucks. It does. I will not lie. It definitely sucks. It's been very hard. And every day I try to eat. I managed to get cereal in me this morning at least. So I got some milk and some cereal. It's not the same as, having a protein shake, but I can't have just straight milk because of the lactose, and I'm just a mess. Although I did find a new protein shake that I'm going to try when I order groceries. It's got 45 grams in it of protein, and that would allow me to only have to worry about having one a day instead of two in me a day. So I might be able to tolerate that better. It's just the matter of I really need one that doesn't need a milk base. And I can't have oat milk. He's good. Even though he doesn't complain too much, but he had 2 days of having peanut butter and jelly, or peanut butter and honey as his dinner. And he was just like, yeah, that's fine. It's like, yeah, but it's really not, Dad. You really should be able to have regular food, but I wasn't up to cooking it all. But he's good. He's still sleeping pretty close to my schedule, so when I'm awake, he's awake for the most part. So at least that's been helpful, so I can keep an eye on him. And today was the first day I had to turn on the heat because it was cold in the house. So I'm always like, it's officially fall because I had to turn on the heat. But yeah, I always put Dad first, and I get in trouble for that because I'm like supposed to put me first, and it's just like, no, that's not how I was raised. You put others first, and then you put you. So, oh wow, yeah. See, we're like, I just checked the weather just a moment ago. We are 62 here, and it's raining. How's your dad, Jill? Oh my God. Sorry. Oh, I hate when that happens. Good. I'm glad to hear that. Hi, Delia. Nice to see you. Glad you could stop in. We're just sitting here having a chit chat. Of course. Oh, sorry. Oh, excuse me. Oh, yeah. Oh, that's what I meant to do today. Dang nabbit. Jill, where were you earlier? I need to call the doctor today. I have to get him into the doctor. He has 2 appointments I got to make for him. Darn it. But I get to take him to get his haircut next week. I just have to, I have to ask my daughter first. But I'm sure he's going to be very happy. He's looking like a wild man right now. He's got a big old beard. His hair is like standing up. Haven't been able to take him. Poor guy. And here I am. At least you didn't miss me, Lola. I'm here. Don't have a lot of energy right now, but I'm here. Vic hugs back. So, I have a funny thing to tell you guys. Did you know, according to YouTube, my channel's already a year old? But according to me, it's not a year old because I am not counting my channel until it's had its first, since the first video, which was January. It's because I made my channel back when I was in September, the very first time I started using it. Man, I hear you there. I'm not even standing my ground. I'm sitting my ground. Just not even. Oh, and you guys were here earlier. You saw my chair decided twice to shrink. So I was talking and I went, do. So embarrassing. Oh, my nose. Sorry. Sorry. I'm afraid to turn in my chair right now because I think that's what made it down before. I don't want it to go. And I will go back to Tuesdays as of next week. I figured instead of just straight out canceling, I would move it to here. Yeah. My chair is not a happy chair. It doesn't want to work anymore. You're going to have to go to a family dinner. Okay? That's okay. Dinners are important. Yeah, it was funny. It's never done in a live, and I did it twice. Like almost back to back. So, yeah, that was a lot of fun. Because I'm just, I've shrunk a little bit, but it's not. But, you're sitting here and you're talking and you go, it was pretty sad. You made it, Dragon Bee! Yay! So happy to see you. Glad you came in. It's weird being here on a Wednesday, though. I'm so used to being on Tuesday. I feel like I'm making my chin look weird. Maybe I should sit like this and I'll go like, no, that looks worse. Never mind. I won't do that. I won't do it, I promise. I'll just be weird otherwise. Is it you? I don't know. Is it you? Oh, am I choppy? Oh, I got you now. Oh. Because normally I do it on Tuesdays, but I was not well yesterday, so I canceled it. And I did today instead. So, and sorry, people. seeming distracted by looking out the window. I think I have neighbors moving in up um, overhead. Yeah, because normally I don't know. Because normally I don't watch a lot of this live at 6 my time, I think. But now I'm not a member, unfortunately. I'm going to get all my memberships back as soon as I can afford them. Well, a portion of them back. I had over 20 YouTube memberships, and that was a lot. And I'm not going to be able to continue that. I'm going to have to do certain ones. Oh, that's horrible. Moving sucks. It does. There's just, I mean, it's nice once it's done, but it's like the process of packing everything up. You're trying to clean as you go, trying to get everything to the new place. Yeah, it gets too much. I like the after part when you're redoing your home, your new home. That part's fun. I have, yeah, that would be me. I'd be terrified of losing all my hooks and yarn or losing everything that I was currently working on. Yeah, no, that would not, that would, oh my nose. I am so sorry. I'm going to bend down again. I don't, no, no. I don't even know anyone in Florida. Well, I mean, except outside of YouTube. Okay, I'm bending my head down. Be 1 second. Sorry. I swear I wasn't snorting. I have lost a lot myself. When my ex and I fortunate, nice to see my ex-husband and I split and we moved him. That's right. I'm sorry. Um, we moved me to where I am and he moved. We ended up losing a whole lot of stuff. Some things I think just magically snuck into his brother's car. Sorry. Well, like I said, I do the memberships for myself as a way to support my channels that I um, really support. And those ones, goodness sakes, got fiber everywhere. Um, I will have channels back once my finances will allow me. But it's my own personal choice. Oh no. Oh, fire is one of my worst fears. I mean, I know that it's just material items, but like I personally, in my home, have photos that are over 100 years old. And I would be so devastated if we lost those because I'm the only one in the family that has them. That would really upset me. I have pictures of my grandmother as a little girl. my grandmother. So, oh, really? Was that Hurricane Helen? One of the YouTube people I follow, he lives in Florida. He and his wife and their cats. An announcement on Facebook today that they are all ready for it and that they shouldn't get the worst of the storm, which is good. Oh, wow. Graduated high school in 87. I feel old. Probably because I am old. So, for the people who came in now, I can re-show you what I've gotten done if you would like. Well, that's good. I'm glad you can breathe now. The second part in the morning, huh? It's funny when you find things out like that, like, oh, hey, I knew you from somewhere. Okay. I showed it earlier and nobody like said anything, so I was just like, okay, yeah, okay. I guess it all sucks. That's cool. All right, so I kind of split it into things. So if you were here, it has to be at least a month ago. I was working on what I said was going to be a wrap, but I've changed my mind since then on what I was doing with it. It was a stitch sample. Oh, go ahead. Do I really? I wonder if it's me. I'm sorry if it is me. It's kind of stormy here today, so it very well could be me. I apologize up front if it is me for sure. That must be why people are going in and out. Because I'm cutting in and out. Wow, I'm losing everybody now. Okay, we'll give it a second here. Oh, really? Wow. That's funny. 30 years exactly. Wow. Yeah, Jill, I think our kids are close in age. My daughter just turned 35. She didn't graduate from high school. My high school. She went to Enum High School. Oh yeah. See? Oh, and did this earlier too. My daughter just became engaged again. They've only been together a year now. I do not know where my graduation ring is. I liked my graduation ring too. I can still get it resized, but it's kind of like why I wouldn't. But I liked it. I had to customize and everything. Thank you. Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's a year now they've been together. He was very sweet. He called me up the other day and he was just like, thank you. Thank you very much. He's like, I'm getting ready to propose to your daughter. Do I have your blessing? I was like, wait a minute, what? Because it threw me off. He woke me up. And so it took me a second to figure out what he was saying. Oh, Lord. I've luckily never had to cut, cut off, but the last time I wore it, came really close. It took us forever to get it back off. My fingers had swollen, and yeah, ugh. Okay, one more time. I'm so sorry. I'm going to mute myself this time. Okay. Sorry about that. Okay, I'm going to give it another couple of seconds, see if people come back in before I show this stuff again, because I'd hate for people to miss it. But yeah, it was very sweet. You know, he was just like, once he got permission, he was just like, okay, I got to go call her dad now, see if I can get his blessing too. So it's just like, oh, that was so sweet. He's a very, very sweet, considerate guy. He's always like, if you need anything, you just call me, day or night. It's like, okay, I will. So yeah, she's very lucky. She's got a good one. And night and day, seriously, night and day. So her first husband, it was very much I got fiber again. Situation where they were not compatible. Really weren't. They were together 7 years. They shouldn't have gotten married. Um, he left after a year. He was just not a good choice. And I never realized, because she always seemed like she was happy. And it wasn't until she got with her fiance now that it is night and day. When you look at the pictures from when she was with her ex-husband to her fiance now, the smile is real. It's bright. It's glowing. It's night and day. Oh, I think it's romantic when they still ask permission or ask for the blessing. I know there's a lot of people who don't, but I think it is. I think it's a throwback, but it's a nice throwback. It's acknowledging that the family is part of the equation. I had teased him when he had first told me he was going to ask my permission. It's just like, oh yeah, what you gonna do when I say no, you can't have her? He's gonna be like, I won't tell you straight up. Too bad, she's mine now. So we had this like little mini fight. It was kind of cute in the store of all things. It's just like, no, she's mine. You can't have her. She's my kid. You can't have my kid. You gotta admit, they're kind of fun. Make sure that's nothing I need to know right now. No. Okay. All right, so I don't know who is back and who's not. I'll just show these again for those who maybe are hopefully back who didn't see them before. But this is a oh yeah, I really love my daughter's boyfriend. He's art. I guess he's no longer a boyfriend, her fiance. Um, it's just a moss stitch made with 2 yarns together. It's very soft. It's just a cow, and I called this one Sapphire Sun Cow. And the yarn that I used is, now I can't think of the name of this one. Oh, it's right there. Oh. Yeah, I really like the colors too. It was a lot of fun to create. So this one, the Hirschner's. That's true. Hirschner's Cheerful Decay, and then it's also made with Hobie's yarn. So it's very soft. It's got a sheen, and I had never, ever, ever done a moss stitch before this. And I have to say, I do like the moss stitch now. So that's that one. I have to actually rip it apart because I did the seam weird. I don't know how I managed it, but I did half the seam was invisible, then half of it has a bump, so I gotta rip it apart. But that's just me because I'm weird. But yeah, I do too. I hadn't really before, but it's soft. Ooh, you just wear it like this the rest of the day. It's very soft together. The colors work too well together, and to me, it reminded me of a Sapphire Sun because this I made this for Judy's Creations in Crochet Hermit. Lord, I don't know why it was so hard in my brain. All right, so the other one that I finished, but I have to still weave in the ends, and then somehow, somewhere, I did this weird thing that I have to figure out what exactly I did. I got it somehow. But I made this one. This is called Midnight Sapphire Sea. And okay, now you can see. I think this is called the half double cross stitch. The yarn's a little darker, so it's a little harder to see, but so the yarn for this one was the willow. Now that one I know I don't know right off the hand. It was willow. That's a weird name, but that's all I have left of it. And then I had a little bit of this navy that was Premier's Just Yarn. That's all that's left of that. But yeah, that's all that's left on that one. Yarn is left over. But it's got a a cool stripe going through it. It's a little harder to see because it's dark out and dark in here. But I like the way it turned out. So I finished that one. And the other thing, if you were here weeks ago, a couple of lives ago, I should say, I was making what was going to be a wrap. And your daughter's Canadian? Is that what you were saying? Uh-oh. What did you hear? Okay. I was making the stitch sample for Judy's Creations, and I had to choose 4 stitches. Judy is, thank you. Yes, she is Canadian. I was wondering how your daughter was Canadian and you weren't. But then my brain was just like, okay. But yes, Judy is Canadian. She's an awesome lady too. I did not get this done in time because as I finished it, I went, oh, wait, I think I want to do. And so I changed my mind on how I was doing it. But I did get one panel done because I want to make, please excuse my lack of names here because I cannot honestly think. It looks like a poncho, but it's not. Oh, really? Wow. I started watching her December of last year after she and Judy she and Gina had a live together. I started watching her. And then I started joining in on all of the monthlies. So, yeah, I'm just behind on everybody's videos, though. So this one doesn't have weaves in, but, oh, I knew I was going to end up doing that. Ah, gosh, dang it. Pulled out stitches. Okay. So, I didn't get this done. It's like a poncho, but it's only closed in the back, and then the arms are left open and the front's left open, and you can tie it with a belt, and it starts with an R, and I don't know how to pronounce it, so I'll just leave it at that. But this is one panel, and this is the bottom of front of it, and it's herringbone is all the creams, and it's got single stitches dividing up the oranges and the brown and greens. This stitch is the that's a Suzette. This is herringbone all through here. I cannot hold this up correctly. Then the brown is, I believe it's called the Triad Triangle. And then more herringbone. This is spike sedge, the orange there, with more herringbone, more of the triad, and then I just repeat. And then it goes into a solid. And this is all herringbone. So the other This is not all herringbone. This is all here is doubles and herringbone mixed in. This is going to, the other side is going to somewhat match this one, but I didn't want it to match it 100% because I wanted it to be kind of a mishmash feel. I can't believe I wrote stitches. And now I'm all cut up here. Ah. Uh-oh. Okay, I think that's good. Goodness sakes. Goodness sakes, Naomi. I haven't got back to that yet, obviously. And then the other one that I'm working on now is I wanted to do something for fall, Halloween. And so I started this. This is off of Love of My Life Shawl by Bago Day. And it's out of the Universal, Hobie's Universal Halloween sock right there. So that's everything I've been working on. I don't know if the people who hadn't seen it are still here or not. They may be the ones that left. I don't know. I dropped down in people, unfortunately. But that happens this time of day. But that's what I've been working on. The I love this. Said it wrong. The Love of My Life shop was actually pretty easy to do. Thank you. It's a very easy pattern to follow. It's just a 2-row repeat once you get the center done. So I've been enjoying making that. And I think I've only been working on this for like 4 days. So I feel like I did good because this is all one cake because I just switched cakes last night. And then I had to rip some out because I was trying to do a thing and the way I was trying to do it was not working. So I had to rip out like 4 rows. Because I was trying to make, I was going to end on 6 because up here I started with a 4.5, then I went and now I'm on a 5.5 and I was trying to do a 6, but the 6 ended up looking weird and I decided that I love the way it's turning out. It's very cool. I'm not color controlling at all. I'm just letting it go. So I think the farther out I go, the more different the colors will end up making. I'm kind of hoping that I will have at least one left over because I have really cool green right here. Hi, Shay. That would look really quite cool with this. But if I don't, that's okay. I'm just happy to use yarn that's been in my stash for 2 years. Pretty sure 2 years. I feel really kind of like I haven't gotten much done. I'm not gonna lie, I really do. I really, really, really wanted to have some stuff done for fall and Halloween, but I haven't gotten much done. I do plan on whatever the bird is that she shows for October, whatever color I choose is going to be either a Lurch or a Gomez pumpkin from Cotton Whiskers cottontails and whiskers patterns. I agree. I mean, I liked the panel, but it was kind of nice doing a couple small projects, even though they did take me a little longer than they probably would have normally. And then I have to still do the blanket for Chris's grandbaby. And no, I think it's me. It's kind of yucky here today. So I think it's me. And I apologize. I'm so sorry, guys. I'm probably going to go ahead and cut this short then, since everyone's having such issues. Hopefully Tuesday it'll be better. It could be because I'm not like moving around a lot, I should say. I was starting to say I wasn't. Okay. So, I don't know. You're the first people to say something about it. So, we don't have the best connection around here. Especially if we do have people moving in overhead for whatever reason, that causes issues. So, and it's not like I can go up and say, okay, from this point till this point, you have to be very quiet and don't move. However you're standing right now, that's how you guys stay for the rest of the day. Can't do that. Although that would be weird if you could. Oh, well, thank you. I'm very glad people at least have been able to stop in and visit some. I was going to bring in my needle felted Frankenstein. He will be here next week. I had the thought of it at like 3 o'clock in the morning as I was drifting off to sleep last night of, oh, I should bring that in and I'll just redo the thing. Like I'm going to be able to have time to redo the whole look right before a live. So he didn't make it in today, but he will be here next week. That I promise. Because I don't know if you know this, but I'm trying to do the Frankenstein over here. All my Frankenstein look is going to be over here. Have a nice little collection of Frankensteins and skulls. Can't have all my skulls in here because some of them are a little bit bigger than I have room for. But I have a lot of small Frankensteins that I can sneak in. Just have to rearrange things again. And at some point in January, I'm thinking of doing like a cowl thing, a month, once a month thing, where we pick out a random color and you have to make something in that color for the month. Whatever the month. For that month. It's like that was really hard on my brain to come up with just now. Just something a little fun that we can all do together. I was considering pulling out a book and, books, so I decided that wouldn't be as easy. Okay, no problem. Like I said, I'm going to go ahead and call it quits because it's not going to be good for anyone. So for everyone who is here still, I am going to say bye for now. I am really sorry about the sleeping and the choppiness today. I'm hoping Tuesday will be better. I'll double check all the connections and make sure everything is connected. And I'll restart my router as well. I mean, I guess I could restart a router, but I don't own one, so it'd be kind of weird. Anyhow, thanks everyone for stopping in and saying hey. And we will see you next Tuesday, 3 o'clock Pacific Standard Time, 6 o'clock Eastern Standard Time. Wow. All right. Have a good night. And I will see you all next week. Bye for now.